euphemistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I've picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and their allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
What are you assassin droids doing here?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
If you want to fight, then come on. I'm gonna go ahead and save here.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Yeah, how special. Alright. I don't really need all that. Don't need all that mumbo jumbo. Alright.
I hear you.
And I'm going to equip a shield. I'll try to destroy these foreign mines as much. Pretty successful.
End this.
More where that came from.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Super. I'll another part for AK-47 for me to use. Yep. This place definitely looks like North Dakota during the winter. Or relatively any place during winter time. But yeah, Door looks as if he was knocked unconscious by the explosion. If you can find refuge, then you should recover in time. Yeah. Probably the best idea is to not take a shuttle. It seemed to be a better idea to just not go anywhere near one. Let's see here. See here. Go with that. Usually wisdom's usually pretty good, especially if you're a Jedi. Okay, feats. Let's see, what can I add on here? I think I'll have that. And 2 more powers. Looks like can actually do force channel itself. And I'll have the destroy droid. Still not quite up to level 15 where I can get force wave, but I can do improved heal. Accept that. And do, I don't know, level up. Level again. Let's head on inside. See what kind of setup is going on here.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Very well. I did not come here to do battle.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell?
I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason, and now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Interesting conversation there. You'll eventually learn of Ann's past much, much later.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are travelling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
It was not my intention to come here, Atris, or see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
The Force brought me here.
You presume much. The Force does not guide your movements, not anymore. Its connection was lost when you fell. Perhaps you feel that the Force also led you to the Mandalorian Wars as well, but in truth it only led to your exile.
Refresh my memory. Why did the Council cast me out?
Why? Because you turned your back on us, and the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians, the very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
But the Republic asked for the Jedi for aid.
The Republic asked the Jedi Order for aid against the Mandalorians, that much is true. Yet that aid did not mean rushing into battle, giving in to aggression, your hate, your passions. You sought adventure, you hungered for battle, you could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
That's my lightsaber.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber again.
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Yeah, totally not. And the Council's way was to meet aggression with surrender. No, actually, I don't want to take that one. This is the Jedi way to let people be massacred.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Were you not tempted to help the innocent?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
Our teachings do not mean that we should stand by and watch others die.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
If we had not fought, the Republic would have fallen. That is a fact.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Triumph of pacifism? Surrender?
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory, or the only loss.
If we had not acted, thousands of worlds would have been pillaged and burned of life.
You do not know...
Oh, please, anyone who stepped outside the Jedi archives would know it.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Careful, Atris. Anger leads to the dark side.
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I am looking for my ship so that I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Nothing.
Of course you admit nothing. That would require facing and examining your actions. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yeah, I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
What do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It was not my intention to harm other worlds.
How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will, but when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
The Sith believed me to be the last Jedi.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
There must be other Jedi.
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
And you will? There's a change.
I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
Then I'll be going now.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us.
Yeah.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Quite a large chamber. Quite a large bridge. And we'll deal with more Atris much later. And we actually get some light side points out of that. That's totally fine by me. I think that's the way I was at before. Check out this place. Steal some loot. But I always found Atris to be somewhat of a bitch, but somewhat more along the lines of a respectable. T3, are you alright? It wasn't your fault they took the ship T3. Hold on, what information are you talking about? Why would she want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later. Let me get out of here first. We'll see you at the Ebon Hawk.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is Jedi Atris, one of the council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Aren't they handmaiden students?
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Let's talk about it on the way out of here.
Very well, let us depart.
Is that okay? He looks out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
You can sleep on the ship. Let's go.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
The Jedi Academy, concealed in the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come with me then. I could use your help.
Very well, General.
Alright, the others will join the Ebon Hawk.